Hey, what's up, you guys? My name's Eric Yamamoto. I'm a storyboard artist. Woo! Had a crazy morning, but let's just get into this, huh? I love this wheel of decide. I'm going to try something a little different today. I kind of want to use this, well, not really different, but filters, no. Interact. Medium shot. Okay. All right. Let's check this out. I'm going to go to my awesome Google Sheets. Google Docs. Jack of Sleepers. I'm going to try to break this thing down. Hey, sketchy mate, what's up? That's Talos, I think. Talos, what's up? Hey, I thought it was really cool that we all got to hang out yesterday. It's all good. Look at this, my cat right here. All right, excuse me, cat. All right. So, let me change this music. It's a little too uppity for me right now. It's too like bam bam. Let's do something chill. Oh my god, this cat. I really like this music right here. Yeah, it really was cool. So Sketchy Mate, how's everything going with you? Like, how's your journey going? Hey, it's Kirby. What's up, dude? Man, this is great. We're getting a community going on. So, we got Jack from Jack of all trades. So Jack needs a job. Why does he not have a job? Because he's indecisive. Every day Jack goes to a general store to get some food. So I was reading, what are some ways that people could go unconscious? Like, what are some ways that people can get, like, so, okay, I was looking this up the other day, and, like, narcolepsy, like, what? How do you get narcolepsy? So that was a big question for me, and, let's see. Give me a sec. Narcolepsy. Here we are. So I looked it up on ChatGPT, and it was saying that narcolepsy is a chronic sleep disorder characterized by overwhelming daytime drowsiness and sudden attacks of sleep. There are 10 common causes. Orexin deficiency. I don't know what that is. I guess hypocretin is a chemical in the brain that helps regulate wakefulness. That's interesting. Okay, so it's called orexin deficiency. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of going through each one of these things, I'm just going to do the ones that resonate with me, that pop out for me. So another one is genetic factors. I like that. Genetics can cause people narcolepsy. It involves immune system. Immune system. Okay. Deficiency. Next one is autoimmune disorder, where the brain mistakenly attacks the brain cells that produce the wakefulness stuff. Family history. Okay, that's genetics again. Brain injuries. That's the one that we have right here. This is a brain injury. Infections. Hormonal changes like puberty. That's interesting. Stress can cause narcolepsy. That's interesting. Stress causes sleep. Exposure to toxins, disruption to sleep patterns. That's really interesting. Okay. So far, I like this genetics one because then it kind of genetics, puberty, like the change, and what else we got? Oh, wait, before I move on, let me go back to the chat. Yeah. So it says, my journey is pretty good. Sketchy Mate is saying, my journey is pretty good. I'm starting to learn animation after many years to be avoiding it. But actually, I'm a concept artist, mostly focusing on character design, but I want to be a viz dev artist. That's awesome. I totally understand what you mean by that. You totally avoid it because, you know, when I was a kid, I totally avoided drawing faces. I love the human body, but I didn't like faces for some reason. I think it's because they're hard. You know, you got to really capture that essence, that presence of a person. And then, you know, in my 20s, I'm like, you know, I gotta just do it. And to this day, you know, I'm still learning how to do the face, trying to find the mystery of the Mona Lisa, you know. But I totally get it. We avoid things. Well, I avoid things out of fear. I sometimes avoid things out of, you know, stubbornness. But that's something that I need to rewire from my head and find ways of breaking through. So, okay. Sketchy Mate, you are working on portfolio pieces this year, and that's very important. I have tons of story portfolio ideas and prompts that can be helpful. Cool. Storyboard Ben, what's up, man? How's it going? Sorry I haven't returned their email. It's just been kind of hectic, but I had a little bit of time today to do some live streaming. I will get back to your email for sure. Neil, what's up, man? I took a look at those worksheets that you did. They're freaking awesome. I think I want to have you on one of these days and just, you know, let's just shoot the shit, talk about what how you got into it and those types of things. If you're down, because I mean your storytelling skills with comics are amazing, and I'm sure it bleeds into your storyboards as well. Let's I don't know, yeah, let's set up a time. But yesterday we all went on Discord, which was really great, which was a lot of fun. Got to talking about what everyone's goals are, what my goals are, and you know, I really enjoy doing these live streams, and I want to be able to give you guys stuff that can last you for a while. So Jack gets knocked. Okay, so every day Jack goes to the general store to get some food, but one day a thief was stealing from the shop. This is basically Harriet Tubman's story. But if we have it genetics, then we're bringing in the family. And some complications is when he's asleep, he made a decision. He wakes up to the decision. Maybe we don't even have to worry about his origin, how he became narcoleptic. I think that's something we could save for later. I want to just get straight into the complication. Hey, Rice, what's up? Yes, we are back with Jack because I have no idea what I'm going to talk about today. So we'll see where this goes, and feel free to chime in, throw in the comments, and let's see where it goes. So some complications is when he is asleep, he makes a decision. He wakes up to a decision that he didn't consciously make. So at first, the decision in his sleep are beneficial. It feels like a superpower. Or he even relies on it. Then things start to turn. So let's see. Jack, okay, letter to the editor. Jack could be unsatisfied with the situation, so he writes a letter to the editor. Editor could be a metaphor showing his place of work. I like that. Hands in the letter to the editor, but the editor is missing. Ooh. This can help flesh out the protagonist's stuck situation or the drama with switching day to night personality. Who wrote the letter? His other self. I love that. He could be a whistleblower, so he sent something to the publisher, and maybe this is why he lost his job. That's his backstory. All right. So my whole thing is I don't want to get too deep into the story. I want to just start getting into the action. So I'm just going to write some shot list ideas. Beats. I'm just going to write beats because I don't want to think about shots quite yet. So number 1, Jack wakes up. Number 2, Jack, oh shit. Where should he wake up to, guys and gals? The first thing that came to my head was he woke up in his bedroom. But then I was like, man, that's just so boring. That's like every day, So I was like, well, what if he woke up in his bed in a forest? What other places? Like 10 ideas, Like when I was doing improv, they always said, choose your third idea. Don't choose the first one. So my first idea was bedroom. My second idea was the forest. My third idea could be he woke up on a battleship. Let's say fourth idea could be, feel free to add more ideas inside the chat. What if he woke up in a video game? So yeah, let's see, number 5. Let's say he woke up in medieval Japan. Let's take a look at the chat. This is my drawing YouTube channel. Sketchy Mate said. Yeah, send a link to your YouTube sketching channel. I'd love to see. Neil Edwards, I like that. Sorry, which one do we like? Oh, I know. Why don't I do a poll? Still learning about all this. How do I make a poll? Engage with your audience. Start a poll. Ask a question. Oh, I could add more. So let's say bed, forest, battleship. What else? Give me a sec, y'all. Video game. And why don't we do the last one as I'm gonna take bed out and put feudal Japan. Starting the poll. Oh, great. Here, I'm gonna put this on for 2 minutes. So it's 10:19 a.m. Pacific time in Los Angeles. And while we do that, you guys see the poll? All right. Oh my God, this cat. Okay, so Rice. Okay, Neil said the Japan one. Cool. Wow, 5 votes already? Okay, that was fast. Oh, 60% is feudal Japan. Awesome. So let me take a look. So Rice is asking, I missed the context though. Does his sleep make him time/space travel? I don't know yet. I was thinking that it's more like when he goes to sleep, kind of like Fight Club. I'm thinking of it like Fight Club, where he goes to sleep like normal, and then he wakes up, and it's changed. His life has changed a bit. It could be time travel, but also at the same time, it could be kind of a mystery too. But then I do want later that he realizes that the enemy or the villain is himself, which I think will be pretty fun. So let's see what I have. Okay, let's see. It's 1 minute ago. Yep, it's been 2 minutes. So we got 6 votes, and let's take a look. How do I view my poll? Bum. Cool. All right. It looks like feudal Japan. It is 67%. Here, let me show this to you guys. We got boom, 67% feudal Japan, 17%. No. 67% feudal Japan, 17 forest. Battleship was my third idea, which ended up being a non-vote idea. And video game, 17%. Awesome. I'm going to end this poll, and we're going to keep moving forward to Japan. All right. So let's check this out. So Jack wakes up. In feudal Japan. Number 2. Is he Japanese? I actually was wondering the same thing. I kind of want... Sure, let's make him Japanese. Jack wakes up in feudal Japan. So let's say Jack is Japanese. American, because I'm Japanese American. Why not? So Jack is Japanese American. Ooh, what if he works as a fisherman or something? All right. So now we're getting into occupations. Okay. So let's list out occupations. Number 1, fisherman. What else? What else we got? How about, what if he's a kabuki dancer? 3, what if he's a blacksmith? Blacksmith apprentice. So he's not like the actual blacksmith. Let's get some other ideas. Number 4. What if he is a woodblock? A woodblock printer, like Hokusai. What is that called? Apprentice. Number 5. What if he's a samurai? Oh, Kirby says much of the occupations, even to this day, is dependent on the level of kanji a person knows. That's very interesting. So what if someone knows a lot of kanji? For those of you that don't know, kanji is, so there's 3 different letter systems in Japanese. Number 1 is hiragana. Second one is katakana. Third one is kanji. Kanji is the one that looks like Chinese because I think Japan imported that writing system from China and kind of made it their own. Okay, let's see. If he was in no theater, he could go into trance-like state, and how slow the movement is, which fit that. I do like that. If they know a lot of kanji, then he would attain some of the highest seats in feudal Japan. What were the highest seats in feudal Japan? I don't know. Oh, Rice said, to be fair, likes the blacksmith. Okay, cool. Oh, samurai is very high. Interesting. This is high. What is considered low? Is fisherman low? Yeah, I'd be curious on what the ranking of everything is. So far I have this many here. I'm going to, oh, fisherman is low. All right, cool. I do like someone low going to someplace high. I think that's very fun. Oh, blacksmith is low also. Wait, no. Kabuki dancer is high. Low. Yeah, how about an artisan, like a woodblock printer? No, another thing too. This is great. Like, Kirby's in Japan and he's telling me all these. I'm like researching with Kirby right now. I mean, that's such a great way. Like, I never get this type of like research on films or TV. It's usually they give me reference and stuff, but actually talking to someone who lives in Japan, or even if you're able to go to Japan, like, that would be a great resource. Like, if you're doing something about like the Aztec culture, you know, go to Mexico, you know, go learn about you know, that's just the best reference. Go to and experience it. Okay, so Kirby said another thing is many of these are family-based, nepotism. Like the current Kabuki guy who got in trouble recently comes from a long line of Kabuki actors. I don't know about that story about a current Kabuki guy, but that's interesting. So it's almost like a caste system a little bit, which is interesting. So here, let me make another poll. Start a poll. Boom, boom, boom. And let's say the first one will be fisherman. Next, I'll say this is low. And the next one is kabuki. That's high. I always think it's interesting on what societies think are high status and what are considered low status. Because like in the Shakespearean time, actors were considered low status and low paid people. But today, actors are like some of the highest paying careers, and you get fame. And they just, it's just different, Say blacksmith. This is a low. And it's crazy. Like it's like a blacksmith is considered low value or low in society, but yet they make all the armor, they make all the swords, they make all the the horseshoes, I'm sure. Just anything that's metal to help the Japanese military, a feudal Japan military, and they're considered low. That doesn't make any sense to me. They're providing, almost like how a fisherman is getting food for their society. How is that considered low? I don't know. I feel like that's should be the most important. Food and protection. Blacksmith. This is a low. Okay, and then we have, let's do samurai. Samurai. This is high. All right. Starting the poll. Let me know your votes. Let's say he's not Japanese American. Let's just say he's Japanese, straight up. But it could I'm not sure if it's going to be time travel or not. I think it would be cool for there to be time travel. Because like what I was seeing is that he wakes up in feudal Japan, but where was he before? So that's 0. Was he in 2024? Ah. That's interesting, Rice. Well, maybe he's like in Fight Club. One personality is American, the second is feudal Japan. Let me go back a few to Kirby. I like the kabuki. Oh, no. It would be hard for a person outside to get into that. And it's interesting that it still is much like that today. In Japan, I guess it's still like that. That's interesting. It sounds like a negative, but it's preserved Japan's culture. Example. Much of the candy makers in America or even the West are gone, but they still exist in Japan. I mean, if you said candy maker earlier, I would have said that. Let's make him a candy maker. That's pretty dope. But it's looking like blacksmith is the winner, 75%. Boy, there's only four votes. I'll give it one more minute. But a way to put your character into one of these monopolized occupations would be the heir to the family job proves unworthy or doesn't want it. And then your character would be adopted into that. Interesting. It's almost like if someone passes away, the someone below gets it. And then Rice said, well, maybe he's like in Fight Club. One personality is American, others feel Japan. I really like that. Brian, what's up? So sorry I haven't answered your emails, but I will get to them. It's been kind of crazy on my front, but welcome. We're just doing a little bit of story brainstorming, maybe draw up a character who this Jack is. So far, Jack has this narcolepsy. Maybe he lives in, I'm going to do a poll for where he was before, but let's see. Or he could marry into it. Okay. Wow. Kirby, you're giving me a lot of good stuff. Give me a second. I love this. We're like developing the character right now. So, all right. Let's take a look at the poll. Ooh. Fisherman, 33%. Blacksmith is 50%. Any other voters out there that want to vote on this? I'm very curious. Because there's 10 viewers right now, and there's only 6 votes. So that's, what, 4 more votes are somewhere? Ooh. Now, what's interesting also, if we did Samurai High, if we chose Samurai, I think it would be very interesting for him to go low after. But we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Still fleshing it out. Still fleshing it out. Let's see. Ryan says, no problem. There's a lot going on. Yeah, totally, man. If a family has all daughters, like the blacksmith, one and he, like the blacksmith one, and he marries one. Wait. If a family has all daughters, like the blacksmith one, and he marries one, I guess. Okay, he could wake up as different Japanese person each time. Ooh, Neil, that's great. Let me just write this. Quantum leaping. Yeah. Wakes up as a different person each time. Is he aware he is jumping around? I don't know. I think we'll figure that out a little bit later. Let me just skip down to Ryan's question. Sorry, what was the question for the poll? The question is for this character, Jack. Jack, who's in feudal Japan. It's his occupation. What would his occupation be? Fisherman, which is low in class. Kabuki, which is high in class. Blacksmith, which is low in class. Samurai, which is high in class. So, yeah. Interesting. A new vote came in. Where did it go? Ooh, it's in neck and neck. Fisherman and blacksmith. I fucking love it. I know. I'm kind of like, I have my, I know which one I want to win. So we'll see how it goes. Wow. I love this quantum leaping idea. Okay. So we have 8 votes so far. We have 11 people. We have 3 more votes. So far, fisherman, blacksmith are the highest. And then Kabuki and samurai are the highest. It's been 7 minutes. Let's take a look. Okay, let me just keep, okay, wait, let me keep going up really quick. Let me just finish. Okay, yeah, this is Neil. This is a great one, Neil. Kirby, is he aware of a jumping around? I am not sure. Rice says, or his Japanese persona goes through these different motions and jobs from low to high. I feel like he could help with consistency. His Japanese persona, what does that mean? His Japanese persona, like it, I guess I'm a little unclear on that, Rice. Because keeping up with time-space stuff is really hard enough. Yeah, but I was also thinking, like, the time-space stuff, it could be just simple. Like, the next episode, he's a different person, you know? Like, I want to keep these, if anything, let's make it just like a 2-minute thing. Like, what could happen in 2 minutes? What could happen in or maybe 5 minutes? Let's not make like an epic. Let's see. Like, almost like, let's be loose with this. Let's not be too scientific, I feel. Because, man, I could overthink science and then I won't even do it. Like, draw it. So Ryan says, I want to say that my uncle that owned the produce store went to China when he was a kid to work his uncle's candy store production. Oh, that's interesting. What's your Discord? Oh, okay, I'll give that in a sec. Kirby, nice. Ryan, sorry, what's the question for the poll? Okay, did that. Ryan, I think it's for his occupation. Cool. What does he become when he goes back in time? So that's the thing I'm thinking. Maybe I think he's going to have a new outlook on life. You know, maybe, it could be where he is this snob that only likes eating at fancy restaurants and shit or something. And then he goes back to feudal Japan. He has to be a fisherman or some shit. And he realizes that, what does he come back with? Does he come back with like appreciation and gratitude? Does he come back with, he's even more upset? I don't know. And if he's a blacksmith, it's like you learn, well, what do you learn being a blacksmith, But okay, so far it's between fisherman and blacksmith. I'm going to end this poll right here and I'm going to do it one more time. It's between fisherman and blacksmith. Start a poll. Fisherman, blacksmith. How do I do this? I know there's a lot of polls, but you know what? It's fun for me. All right, let's see. So next, is he in our time? Yeah, I'd say so Kirby wrote, is he in our time? Yeah, he is in our time. And then he goes to sleep and then he wakes up in feudal Japan as, it's neck and neck still. 4 votes, 50% fisherman, 50% blacksmith. Let's see. Let me keep going. So, like fisherman, Kirby, I like it. Like it'll be different if we sent a soldier back in time compared to a TikTok influencer. That is very true. So yeah, why don't we go into some of that? So that's what we're going to go into next, was this one. What was he? All right. This is great. Got 7 votes. I'm going to leave this on for like 1 more minute and then we're going to move forward. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know, but the fisherman makes me think of many stories. 100%. I do too. I mean, they're like on the tip of my tongue. I want to say all these stories, but I'm like, no, wait, Eric, wait. Sometimes you got to bite your tongue. Sometimes you got to just wait and let, for me, I got to let those questions and those stories come when I start asking questions, because it don't, like, for me, I don't like giving the answer quite yet. But this is on my own stuff. Like when I'm working, I try to take the first, second, or third idea, boom, and then don't think, just go, just see where it goes. But all right, let's keep going. Oh, I meant instead of becoming different Japanese people. Oh, like you're saying, instead of becoming different Japanese people, they become the persona of, let's say, a sushi chef, or the persona of a fisherman. Like they are, like, do they become that occupation though? Like maybe he's a fisherman still in the same body, or fisherman that is in, that's just like, he's the soul of the fisherman. Sorry if my wording is weird. No worries. I'm trying to figure it out. You know, I'm not really sure. Does he keep his body, or does he get fit into one? Kirby, you just, I think, summed it up. Yeah, that was my question. I'm not sure. So let me just write these questions down. Does he keep his body, or fit in a new one? Question mark. That's how he learned some Cantonese. Nice. Sketchy mate. He keeps his conscious, but when he wakes up, he'll be scared of being in another time, I guess. Yes, he will be scared, but then he's forced to deal with it. That's what I think. Rice says, same body, like you would hire 2 actors. Oh, so okay. So here, let me just draw this out really quick. So here is Jack, right? And this is Fisherman. My question is, does Jack go into the fisherman's body like this, kind of like Bill and Ted, and he pretends to be, or like Freaky Friday? Does he become that fisherman's body? Or let me do this. Sometimes I need to visualize this stuff like this. Does he go into the fisherman's body, or does Jack get literally placed into that story? Same body, like you would hire 2 actors, I think, at least, for us to bond with him. So you're saying that, I think, Rice, what you're saying is this: A, B, C. I think you're saying C, so you could bond with the character both inside and out. I agree with that. So, oops. Okay, so let's keep. Okay, so I think we have. Okay, 6 minutes has passed, and we got fisherman ending the poll. Boom. So he's a fisherman. So let's do this. Oh man. Well, fuck it. So let's just... So, okay. Let me just go back to my Jack of Sleepers. Let's write some new notes in here. So Jack... Jack is American, and he gets transported to feudal Japan and works and has to adapt to working as a fisherman. Okay, that's great. Let's see. Prior, Jack was all right. Let's do this now. I'm going to do another poll. My poll, yes, modern American side, Kirby. I'm going to do another poll. So let's figure out what Jack was prior. Like, I love the two that Kirby put out, which was prior. I really like Soldier. Spelt it wrong. TikTok influencer. What else could he be prior? Maybe he's a student. Ryan said there's a whole thing about does he know Japanese, but then after I watched Shogun, I realized some of the Japanese back then was different too. Interesting. So let's see. So Soldier, TikTok influencer, student. What else could he be? Prior, he was a student. What else could he be? Cashier, zookeeper. For some reason, I want to keep him in his 20s. What if he's like a ramen cook or a server at a Japanese restaurant? Interesting. Okay, let me keep reading what you guys said. Ryan says there's a whole thing about does he know Japanese, but then after I watched Shogun, I realized some of the Japanese back then was different also. Yes. Yeah, Ryan, even the area dialect have words that others places don't. The Yakuza speak the oldest form / slang in Japan. Interesting. Can't even understand some of them. Maybe he knows enough to get by, says Ryan. The English equivalent would be Shakespearean writing. Neil Edwards, a scientist. He could be looking for his love of his life that is caught up in time travel also. Interesting. Scientist. Irashaimase. Here's an example of a video game. RTS Shogun. Speak some of it. Interesting. All right. So the ones I like so far is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Scientist. All right. Let me put this in a poll again. Let me ask a question. Are you digging the polls? All right. So I'm giving a new poll. I want to know if you guys enjoy the polls. Because if you don't enjoy the polls, then I could go and, you know, put it into a dial, you know, and I got to say, though, polls are a lot quicker than the dial. But let's see. Got 3 votes in. I'm going to give it, let's see, 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm ending my poll. Any last ones, put it on in. So it's 75% yes and 25% no. 25% like it. Oh, looks 80% like it. 20% no. Fair. So I'm going to keep with the polls. Feel free to not do a poll if you don't want to. But I'm going to throw these characters in. A soldier. This is his past life. What was Jack in his past life? Question mark. A soldier. TikTok. Influencer. Add another one. Boom, boom, boom. I can only do 4. Let's do scientist. And then I'm going to do a ramen cook. Can I do any more? Start the poll. All right. I'm going to leave this open for 2 minutes. Where is my timer? Clocky. 2-minute timer. Start. So far, there's 3 votes that's been in. We got 1 minute, 37 seconds. Take a sip of my coffee. So one of the things I thought was interesting is if he was the wrong... I'll talk about it after. Now, here's the thing. I don't know much about being a soldier, but maybe there are people on here that do. Kirby says, a scientist, he could be a god in feudal Japan. Behold, you savages, fire! That is true. Yeah, where are we at? Sketchy mate. He doesn't remember too much of his old life. Each time he wakes up in another time, he has a mark or something that remembers him. That he's still traveling. Ooh, that's interesting. That's pretty good. Like, I love how you guys are thinking about like the reasons and how the mechanics of it's gonna work. Ryan says, I was a Japanese soldier background in Letters of Iwo Jima. That's awesome. Had to shave my head. Up. Here it goes. So that is my timer. Looks like I'm going to end the poll. I'm going to end the poll in 3, 2, 1, 0. Get your last votes in. And end. Cool. So what we got was 66% as a soldier, 16% as a TikTok influencer, another 16 as a scientist. Ooh, tattoos. That's cool. So it looks like he's a soldier. So let me write that in. Jack was a soldier. I mean, now I'm thinking it'd be interesting if he was a... What if this whole time thing happened during like the Civil War? That'd be interesting. And then he gets time travel back, and like maybe he's not... Oh man. I'm starting... What if he was 442nd? Like a Japanese American soldier in World War II, and he gets time travel back into feudal Japan? That would be fucking interesting. Careful with the tattoos. It's Japan. TikTok influencer. Ha 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 ha. He wouldn't be able to do much with tattoos unless he joins the Yakuza. So I see. Again, this is all fun. So let's keep on seeing where it goes. I love the idea of the tattoos because, you know, people in the army have tattoos. I do like the scar idea. But let's just see where it goes. All right. So prior, Jack was a soldier. We'll just say, I'm not sure, but okay. Let's see where else it goes. Oh man, getting late. All right. So this is definitely taking a different turn. It's not really sticking with our plot here, but what we are taking is that so far, let me write this in. Jack is American and he gets transported to feudal Japan. He has to adapt to work as a fisherman. Prior, Jack was a soldier. What are some of Jack's characteristics? What would he like to change? What are his flaws? Like, I like the scarification. Or no, does he have what are those called? Artifacts? Does he have marks on his body to let him know where does he have tattoos? I have a question. Were Yakuzas around in feudal Japan? Or were they just considered samurais? I don't know. Thanks, Rice. Take care, man. I really enjoy it. Interesting. All right, so let's see. So let's see. In 2024, I'd say it's 1945. Jack was a 442nd Battalion soldier. Okay. In 1945, Jack. I'm gonna name him Jack Odagawa. Was a 442nd American soldier. He went into Auschwitz. So there was a director that I worked for, and his grandfather was in one of the concentration camps in Germany, I believe, or France, I forget. But his grandfather was saved by some of the 442nd U.S. Japanese American Army battalion, and every year on Veterans Day he shares a photo of the man, of the Japanese American man that saved his grandfather, and if it wasn't for him, he wouldn't be here today. His name is Jonathan Zames, an amazing director, a lot of fun to work with, super compassionate. So let's see. Went to Auschwitz to save say Jewish from their deaths. Jack gets knocked out somehow. I like using these like somehow, something, because then later I could figure out what it could be. But let's just move the story along. You know what I mean? Placeholders are great. Dachau? Dachau? Is that what you said? Wait a minute. Let me go backwards a bit. Yes, they were criminals. The blind swordsman story, he's a Yakuza. I had thought Yakuza came from samurai after samurai stopped, but I could be wrong. Yes, I agree. That's what I thought too, Ryan. Maybe it's because we're both Japanese American. My great-grandfather had tats, and my family think he was probably Yakuza. Kirby says time travel is tricky. Ryan says, oh wow, I heard stories of that, where 442nd went to Dachau and found the stoves. Yup. So it won't be Auschwitz. Let's do Dachau. He gets knocked out somehow, and he gets transported to feudal Japan, but he doesn't know it yet. He gets transported to a fisherman boat. Man, I'm already seeing this story in my head. A fisherman boat. He gets... We're in medias res. We're in medias res. The lead fisherman. How did they used to fish back then? Like with fishing poles or with nets or with, you know, I don't know. The lead fisherman, lead fisherman. It's all good. It's all good. Does he have to be a soldier from World War II? This is cool. I'm looking it up. Let's see. Well, to be honest, the soldier in World War II, what I really like about that is that it's a story that I've always wanted to tell, and it's a story that hasn't really been told, and it's something I want to run with. So let's see. I don't understand fishing in Japan, so I'll have to look that up. So for now, I'm just going to be very basic with this. The lead fisherman has a fish on the has a giant fish on the end of his rod. The fisherman yells to Jack for help. Jack is confused. The fisherman trips a bit. Jack jumps in to help and pulls the fisherman to regain balance. Cut to all right, I'm gonna do one more pull. So he's fishing, right? Fisherman has something big on the end of his line, and he pulls it out. And what is it? Well, let me go here. What's on the end of his fishing rod? Let me see. I'm looking it up. Granted, it's Reddit, but it says Yakuza might have been Ronin or masterless samurai. Interesting. Reading a little more, it could be wrong. Kirby says the Japanese criminal family were not born from samurai. Ending? Maybe the name Yakuza is fueling the debate online? Could the fisherman be saved by royal descent? To be honest, I think I could ask my friend about this whole Yakuza thing, because he once dated one, which is scary. The fisherman he saved be royal descent. Interesting. Could fishermen, that's interesting. I don't know. Possibly. A big fish, a small fish. The line breaks. It's stuck on rocks. Here's the new poll. Hey Bruce, what's up? Let's see. Could the fisherman be royal descent? You know, I don't know, but I'll keep that in the back of my head. Kirby, I got something. Have the fisherman a thief? That's interesting. Bruce, what's up, Bruce? Kirby steals the artifact, takes a boat out to escape. As the scuttle, his ship and I was falling in the sea without a storm happening. Then on our side of time. That's interesting. That's interesting. All right. So I started a poll right now. A new poll is, what is on the end of the fisherman's rod? Is it a big fish? Is it a small fish? Does the line break? Or is it stuck in the rocks? I'm going to give 2 minutes on this one again. I really like that idea of him being a thief. But let me write these ideas down. Who is the fisherman? About a minute 30. I'm going to be ending this pretty soon, guys. Did they even have line back then? Yeah, I know. That's what I have no idea. I don't know. Maybe. At this point, I'm not being very factual because this is just for fun. It's only feudal Japan. All right, everybody. Let's see. Sorry, I don't understand the difference between feudal and ancient. Thought they were the same thing, but you know, that shows you how much I know. So, all right, 2 minutes. Got 21 seconds. There's only 3 votes. Do. 2, 1. All right. It has ended. I'm going to end my poll. So, the line breaks. For some reason, the music stopped. Let's try this station. All right. So let me go back to my dock, and it says cut. Gains balance. They start to see this. They start to see the silhouette of the giant fish, but Jack pulls the fisherman too far, and the line breaks. They both fall into the boat. A lap of the water. The large fish gets away. It's great. Like, you know, when I'm like typing like this, I start thinking in my head, like, what is happening? They both fall into the boat. The large fish gets away. The fisherman is pissed off at Jack. And then the fisherman is pissed off at Jack. Fisherman is yelling at Jack. Close up on Jack's face. Man, I'm seeing this as like a film right now. Cut back to 442nd leader yelling orders to Jack like he was in Saving Private Ryan. Jack is confused. They are about to run to the next checkpoint in Dachau. But they're about to run to the next checkpoint in Dachau. Once they do, once they get to the safe point, gunfire goes off. Cut to Jack's face. Or cut to Jack aiming his weapon, and he shoots. Cut back to feudal Japan, and we're in the city. Jack and the fisherman. They have a bundle of small fish that they are going to sell. All right, let me keep reading what you guys wrote. Makes us think. Broke the music too. Kirby. Feudal is rather recent. Think of European golden age of art was occurring at the same time. So what years is that? I always thought feudal Japan was kind of like 14 to 1500s. Kirby, that's more the time of Shogun, the show, right? 16 to 18. So that's feudal, 16 to 18? Okay. This feudal period. Ancient Japan was the Ainu. Interesting. I thought Ainu is, are Ainu still around? Dachau. Oh, okay. It's pronounced like Dachau. Dachau. Okay. Oh, I'd love to bring the supernatural in the story. That'd be dope. They're interbred with modern Japanese. But I always thought Ainu was, I thought they were like part Russian, part Japanese. And I heard that like the Ainu are kind of seen as negative. That's what I heard. But anyways, this is some great stuff, you guys. We're getting somewhere. So why don't we... Oh, they're the natives. So why don't we tomorrow... So we have something here, which I like. And we will tomorrow do some... Maybe we'll board this out. I think that'll be fun. Or maybe, no, let's do it into a comic. It's even better. Because I've never done comics before. And it's something I've always wanted to try. So anyways, thank you all for tuning in. And I'm sorry for all my inconsistencies. But it's okay, you know? Because we're not robots. We're not, you know... We're only people. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and keep creating. And oh, the Discord. Let me give you the Discord. Storyboard Vanguard. Invite people. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, man. Ryan, I'd love to see that. So here's my Discord. It's going to be up for only an hour. So feel free to join, and we'll figure this stuff out. All right, you guys, let's talk soon. Have a good one.